Hello guys and welcome to the next installment of Scottish Dad Plays Minecraft Java. So I've kind of labelled this as a part 2 because in part 1, the video that has just gone out, I got the Elytra. I managed to get 3 actually in the end, which was fantastic, and I've managed to make it back to base with them, so everything's cool, everything's safe, we're in a good place. However, I think it's only right that we then do a part 2 where I go out and I use the Elytra, and we put it to good use. So one of the things that we have been missing in this world is one of the first things I did, my tree farm, we were missing 2 types of tree. So we were technically missing 3 types of tree, but I actually came across a cherry blossom, so I was able to get that. But we are still missing 2 types of tree. Now, I'm not going with the nether trees. Technically, I think they're almost mushrooms, the way that they grow, in my opinion. I know they give you wood, so technically you can call them trees. But I'm just going with the overworld trees. So from that, I am missing mangrove and I am missing the pale oak. So that is going to be the mission for today. We're going to go out, we're going to fly, and we are going to see if we can get those saplings so that we can finish off that farm. Now you can see I've been a little bit clever. I have made different shulker boxes. They will have different things in them based on their colour, so that it's easy for me to find them. At the minute I have a stack and 15 of firework rockets. However, my red one is full of more, thanks to my amazingly wonderful, no, they're still not ready to cook, thanks to my amazingly wonderful creeper farm, which I absolutely love, by the way. I have so much gunpowder I can make not quite unlimited rockets, but not far from it. At the minute I'm actually being slowed down by my paper production, but I don't want to make a bigger sugarcane farm. I think I'm happy enough with how it is. I can make enough rockets to get by, let's just say. The shulker box just lets me take lots of spare ones as well. So let's get ourselves up to a launching platform. I know technically you can launch you from water in Java, but I'm kind of used to Minecraft, Bedrock, sorry, where you can't. So, right, this direction. Let's see what we can get. Get a little bit more height, and then we will see. I'm kind of hoping I've got a reasonably powerful PC, so it should be able to keep up with the horizon. With Bedrock, I kept loading in to the chunks, just couldn't keep up. It would cause stutters and problems, and that was annoying. But we should be fine for this. Oh, another ocean monument. I mean, once you own your own ocean monument, they're not that exciting anymore. Ah, land. Ah, boring. However, trees. One forest leads to other forests, so we will have a little look over. So, whoa, 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 what is... Ha! I was just saying, what is that? I think we recognise this. This is my outpost. Didn't realise this is where we're going to... I could have got here quicker going through the portal system. Although, actually, I got here quite quickly without it. Right. For a split, the splittest of split seconds, I thought I'd found a mansion. Wasn't to be, though. Right. We'll keep flying in this direction then. Again, we're getting different types of trees, so we're hoping that they will change over into one of them. I actually find it really surprising that I haven't come across a swamp yet. That's a cool tree. Just randomly out there on its own. I need to stop doing the swift movements. Wasting my rockets. Because I learned to fly with a controller, so swift movements weren't a thing. Although I have to say, being able to use a mouse with the flying does make it so much easier to slow down and stop. Right, what have we got here? Yay! We have our first biome that we were looking for. Excellent, and it is daytime, so we shouldn't have any issues with the creaking. Yeah, we're getting new achievements, because obviously these are new blocks to us. Haven't had before. Now, if I remember right, I'm going to have to take some of the soil. It doesn't grow in normal soil. So I will have to remember to take some of that as well. Otherwise, taking the saplings is pointless. Right, let's get... Just while we're waiting for the saplings to appear, might as well gather it now. I always thought it was a bit of a shame that the way that they made saplings work. I mean, realistically, that one that I've just picked up, if I was to leave that on the ground, as per nature, you would like to think it would grow itself. Alas, that is not the way Minecraft works. And you have to plant it or no growth happens. I actually also think it'd be pretty cool if they introduced like acorns for oak trees and such, as opposed to just saplings. I think sometimes saplings just feels not quite accurate. It's not the way it works. If I chop a tree down, I don't suddenly get saplings. However, I do get seeds, depending on whatever the tree is. Right, what have we got so far? We've only got 3. We need a lot more than that. To be able to grow the trees like that, you need 4 at least, so... And then obviously for future sustainability, I'm going to need a lot. So let's keep going. Nothing else, I'm going to end up with plenty wood. That's the frustrating thing about it as well. Once you've planted the trees into the moss, it turns it into dirt, which then becomes completely useless because you can't then just dig it up or replant it on the same one, or it's very frustrating. So it does mean to sustain my own growth, I need to take lots of the dirt. There should be a way to be able to grow it in normal dirt. We're not taking nether trees here. Right, anything else? Not yet. Right, let's take this one down then. Do 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 do. I have to say I am quite a fan of the pale oak wood. I think it makes quite a nice building block. Right, we're still only sitting on 4. I could grow one, but no guarantee I'd get enough to grow another. That ain't great. I mean, you can see how little are coming off these. Worry would be that you would get nothing in the end. Still nothing. Why is this one not? I missed a bit of wood. Is that counting? Right, I'm not liking the fact it appears to be getting dark. Because I certainly am not dealing with a creaking. And I didn't bring a bed. There was a creaking up there. Come on. Yep, there's a creaking. Come on, a couple more saplings. I'm up to 10, to be fair, that's good. I could probably survive with that, but I just want a couple more. If I get 2 more, that allows me to grow 3 trees, and I should be able to sustain that. Plenty of blocks of the moss. Let's do that at least. Stop other mobs coming. The fact I've seen a creaking, so I know that there's one here. Right, you're part of that tree, so you're not giving me any more. Oh, come on, one more. Skeleton down there. Oh, I thought that was one. Come on, just one more. Right, I'm not going to get one more, and I ain't hanging about. Swamp, here we come. Right. Mushroom forest. As I kind of pointed out, I'm not worried about non-standard trees. Jungle. I have jungle. I don't need jungle. I need a swamp. Now, because when this. Oh, what have we got here? What have we got here? Bad idea to take a jungle temple on at night? No. Let's do it. Let's mix up. Oh, skeleton. Just means there's technically going to be more mobs. Right. Let's light things up as we go. Yeah, it's always the booby traps I forget about. Now, theoretically, that should have just turned them all off. Theoretically. Why did I miss that one? Right. Just arrows, that's fine. And we came all the way in here for copper horse armour. Well, that was worth it, wasn't it? And in case you were wondering, the answer to that was no. It wasn't worth it. And absolutely nothing else. Okay. Right. Let's continue looking for our swamp. Do you always think the things hanging off the jungle trees make it look like a swamp? I always get my hopes up if I'm looking for one, that I've found one. And it turns out to be nothing. I just swam around or flown around in a circle. Have I found a new pale look? Just to confuse and annoy. More coastal trim. Don't need seeds. Free paper. Don't need that. I don't need a buried treasure map. I have so many. Okay, let's breathe. And we have got, if I didn't have an amazing creeper farm, I would maybe take the gunpowder, but it's just going to take up space I don't need to use. I do actually like that you can take off from the water. It's one of the annoying things about bedrock. You land in the water, you're kind of stuffed. I've had to build totem poles just to be able to get back out of the water again. Very annoying. Right. I have mangrove. No, that's not mangrove. That's wherever they are. golden apple. Never turn down a golden apple. Don't need dirt. Don't need the other things either. Right. Now, I will say, I'm not very knowledgeable about the way biomes work, whether there's certain biomes follow on from other biomes or anything like that. So if you're shouting at the screen going, you should be flying in that direction, that's where it's going to be, I am sorry. As much as I've now been playing this for quite a while, I still don't feel anywhere near what you would call knowledgeable. We're quite a ways from home. We're at 3,000. Oh, war motion. Not that that's going to lend itself, I would imagine, to a swamp, but we have desert. At some point I will set up outposts in these areas. I will get cactus because I need green dye. So I will have to decide what to sack. Oh, I don't need arrows. If I get enough, I can set up a cactus farm in my base. What have we here? Another randomly abandoned port. I mean, there's nothing of it. Okay. Right. Don't really need the paper, do I? I'm not going to go to the village. I'm not going to get anything from the village that I don't already have. So, back into the air we go. On the search for this swamp. Statistically, I would have thought I would have come across one by now. So I'm quite surprised that I am still looking. He says as he literally flies into one. Yay! Right, mangrove. Now, it's not the wood that I need, is it? If I remember right, it's those. So... Right, what can I sacrifice? I can sacrifice sticks. What else can I sacrifice? Tripwire hooks. So I'm sure that's what. Right. let's work it on this basis. Oh, that's 6. And if I'm going to go down what I've done with other ones, I need to try and get myself up to about 12 to be comfortable. Hello, little froggy woggy woo. Aren't you cute? Ah, here we go. We're up to 9, 10, 11. Oh, just a 10. In fact, hello, little froggy. Right, I think I'm done. Right. We will put it into the white shulker box. Pillock, that and that. And true. And then we'll put the cactus in as well. And I should have been doing this all along, so that I actually have plenty of space for everything that I want. And I don't have to sacrifice anything, because it's a waste to sacrifice when you've had to come so far away to collect it in the first place. And we're also going to get... Now, I know you can make your own mud, but why make your own when you can just steal some? Why even go to the effort? There we go. Right. We're going home. So, yeah, we're heading in roughly the right direction for home. So we'll fly over, we'll see what we're able to find on the way, see if there's anything of any use at all. Probably not. I really like the idea of just coming across a woodland mansion. None of this biome finder thing, or, I mean, using the map technically is the way that you're supposed to do it within the game, but So just for example, Maury Penguin, you're probably watching this. I've been watching through your videos as well, and you just found one. It was just there. You didn't do anything, you didn't go hunting for it. You literally turned a corner just away from spawn and boom, Woodland Mansion. That's never happened to me. I spend ages trying to find woodland mansions. I go through every method possible to try and find woodland mansions. Never once have I just found one. So yes, I think I did say it in your comments. I was a little bit jealous of the fact that you just found one like that. Right, I need the world to catch up with me. But that's fine, right. Whoa, that's a big one. Want those flowers. They're very cool. And I don't already have them. So what are they? Blue orchids. Excellent. And I have blue orchids. Right. Keep going. I mean, I could look for a woodland mansion at some point, and you know, that's going to be a future video. I think maybe if I make a cartographer villager for the trading hall, get the map, and then we can follow the map to get one, at least. Because I don't think I'm going to be lucky enough to just come across one. I think that ship has sailed. So we will go down the next best route of going on a treasure hunt. Come on. I've been here before. Is this... Am I that close to base already? Oh, I am! Oh, I thought this was a new one. Ah well, no point in taking it on. I should be just over here. There we are. Oh, look how beautiful it is. Right. We are back home. Yay! Woo! The hero of the base returns. Right. Dun dun dun. So let's get this out. And that can take its place now. However, we are going to need to put in all the things that work with it as well. So I hope that's just the torches. It sounds like things are on fire. Yeah, this is taking very long. Probably should have emptied other things out first. Right. We have... payload setup. Yay! Woo! Now, for... you don't get saplings of this, so I'm going to have to use that, which is a bit random. Seeing as how it's... not... I mean, it looks completely different from everything else, but you just don't get mangrove. What are mangrove roots? And that's just mud. We'll go with that there then. And that there. And then cactus, you come up. Break you, pick you up. I'll put you in with the rest of the flowers. Where did you go? There you are. And you go there. You go up with that. Right. Probably not the most interesting of videos, but I've quite enjoyed it. I was able to finish off my tree farm, which is what I've been wanting to do for a while. It was kind of bugging me that I didn't have all the trees that I was looking for. So I'm glad we were able to get that done. Do I have time? Let's see. Get you up there. You back to there. You there. Tripwires. Go in there just now. That's kind of moss because I've not figured out where that's to go yet. Let's go to the armory. The armory's slowly taking shape. So you'll see we have my trophies. My lovely, wonderful trophies. And we're starting to get all the armour and everything in place. The extra Elytra went in there. Smithing template. So you can go in there. I think. No, there we go. We have horsey things. So it is you next. Right, we're not going to do it just now in this one. We will, because I'm going to build a wee room for it, obviously. That'll take a little while, so we will pretty much end the video here. So I did it. I did everything I wanted to get done in the video. I managed to find the 2 biomes I didn't have. We've got the trees. The tree farm is now complete. And we're starting to make progress. We've made a decision as to what we're going to do next. So we'll create a cartographer villager to try and get a map for a woodland mansion. And then that's what we will do. We will go find a woodland mansion. So until the next one, guys, I'll see you later. Bye.